right. Oh, let me, quickly I forget. Okay, let's go to speaker view. And I'll mute everyone. Great. So let's start standing. Feet a comfortable distance apart for a nice twist. Shifting, so one foot comes up and then the other, or I should say heel. So no torquing through the knees as the arms just dangle down by your sides, gently tapping the body. Shoulders relaxing, crown of the head reaching skyward. And then slow it down. Coming to a point of stillness. Really planting those feet, softening the joints. And tune inward for a few minutes on how your body and breath are doing right now. The quality of the air coming in and out of the body. Maybe the texture of the different body parts, from the head to the toes. Just tuning inward. And then lastly, tune into the spirit. How is your spirit today? And then slowly bring your awareness outward. And let's do some warm-ups for the physical body. So let's start with circling the wrists. And circle the other direction. Put fingertips on shoulders, and let's circle one shoulder and then the other. So it's like a swimming action, opening up the shoulders and upper back. And circle the other way. Good, and release. Some shoulder rolls. Other way. Good. And now a full circle with the arm going back and front. So it's one circle as big as you like. And you might notice I'm doing a little sway with it, so let the body accommodate so it makes it easy. Go the other direction, full circle. Opening that shoulder, even opening the chest. Good, and rest. Other side, circling one way. And then the other direction, full arm circle, letting that body accommodate that circling. And release. A wide stance, hands on the hips, and take the body around in a circle, allowing the knees to bend. Good, and go the other way. And come back to center. Last week, if you were with me, we worked the ribs just by themselves. So see if you can't shift the ribs side to side a little bit. Trying not to move those hips too much. And now forward and back with the rib cage. Again, we're really working our liver and gallbladder energies. Working with our wood spring element. And there's quite a lot going on through the core, through the rib area. So that's why we're really articulating the ribs. So see if you can't circle the rib cage around. This is not so easy. Go the other way. Creating a little space between those ribs. as you circle. Good. And shake it out for a moment. That might have been a lot for the brain to coordinate as well, getting that proprioception. All right, down to the hips, hands on the hips, and circle the hips around. Again, let those knees bend and go the other direction. And come back. Grab a hold of the chair or the wall, lifting the heel up, and circle the knee around. And let the knee affect the hip and the ankle and the foot all at once. As that knee circles around, that whole leg is a part of it. Good. And go the other way. Let that hip go around. Let the knee initiate. Let the ankle and foot get a nice little workout. And rest. Take a moment to feel the two legs before we go to the other side. Again, holding on. Lift the heel and let the knee circle around. Let the hip, one hip, get involved. Let the ankle and the ball of the foot is really getting a nice massage into the floor. We want to wake up the ball of the foot for our next Qigong phrase. Good. And gently release. Nice. All right, let's go into a breathing exercise, and this goes with our 8th phrase. So we're going to be pulling as though you're bringing the thumb and fingers together, pulling up, letting that wrist really stretch. So here we go. We're going to inhale up and exhale. The wrist leads down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Once more. Inhale up and exhale down. Great. I'd like to go into our gate pose, but I'd like to do it standing today. So again, grab a hold of a chair if needed, so have it close by. But let's come into a wider stance. And now the leg closest to the chair, that's the one you're going to be bending that knee. So when you do that, you start with 2 straight knees, bend the knee that's closest to the chair, and that's the one that's going to stay bent. Bring the hands to the heart. We're going to inhale, stretch the arms wide to the side. We're going to keep our fingertips pointing skyward for an extra stretch through those forearms and wrists. Good. On an inhale, raising the arm toward the closest to the chair up and the other hand to the straight leg. And now on the exhale, side bend. Good. Breathe and hold. Feeling that balance, feeling that openness through the side body. And now on your next inhale, come all the way up. See if you can't come back to that position with those fingertips pointing skyward. Exhale, bringing those hands together and stepping it in. Release. Shake it out. You might feel that standing leg quite a lot. Developing strength in that bent knee side. Again, have the chair nearby if needed. Wide stance. Starting with 2 straight legs. Hands to the heart. Bend the knee that's closest to the chair. Now when you bend the knee, nothing else changes. The body stays really connected upward toward the sky and anchored down. Good. On an inhale, open the arms wide to the side, fingers stretching up, opening through the chest. Good. On an inhale, one arm up, one arm down. And exhale, side bend, sliding down that straight leg. Breathe and stretch, opening the chest, opening the side ribs. On an inhale, come on back up, fingertips skyward again, pressing through those hands, opening the chest. On the exhale, bring those hands in, step it in, and release. Shake it out. Good. I tell you what, let's go right into our eighth phrase. Sorry, it just hit me. I forgot to get my papers out. Golden rooster heralds the dawn. So here we have our hands coming up to the sides and down. We add a lift of the heels and down. So with the chair nearby, just in case you need it, let's give it a try. Just that coordination first. Inhale, raising those heels, lifting those hands up to the T, and exhale, coming back down. A little bend in the knees. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, lifting those heels, and exhale down. Once more. Inhale up, and exhale down. Good. Now we're going to add a head turn. So we always start to the left. So when we raise up onto our toes, raising the arms, we look left. And then on the exhale, we come back and we look center. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale, looking right, and exhale, center. Inhale, float the arms up, looking left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, looking right. And exhale, back to center. Shake it out. Now, I can tell you that I am not raising my heels super high. I'm not going up as high as I possibly can. I'm going up just a little bit. It challenges my balance, and that's plenty. All right, so you decide how high you want to go up on those toes, but just a tiny little lift is plenty. Again, the joints are soft, the knees are relaxed, so there's no straining. The second part, you might remember from last week, is the arms come straight up overhead and then come down. All right? So let's practice a few of these, just the arms. Inhale, wrist lead, inhaling up, and exhale, wrist leads coming down. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. And release. Good. Now, we're going to add the leg. And if you recall, it's a leg lift to the back. So the leg is bent and lift to the back. But we're just going to keep the toe touching the floor to start. So we're going to reach it back as the arms raise up and then come in. And then the other side. Okay, so let's just practice that coordination. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, toe touch as the hands come up. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, toe touch with the other leg. And exhale, bring it in. Keep going. Inhale, toe touch. And exhale, lower. Inhale, toe touch. And exhale, lower. So you've got that connection. Now, let's do the sides. So we're putting the two patterns together. It's going to be, of course, starting to the left. Left, we look to the left, raise the arms out to the side, and come back to center. Now, raise the arms up, and it's the left leg that goes back, toe touch, and release. Now the other side. Raising the heels, looking right, and exhale, center. Right leg goes back as the arms come up, and exhale, release. Once more to each side. Left, raise those heels, looking left, come back to center. Left toe back as you come up, and lower with the arms. To the right, lift the heels, looking right, and down. Come to center, and right toes to the back, lifting, and come on back. Take a moment to soak that in. Beautiful. Shake it out. All right. Let's go ahead and do our 7th and 8th phrases, one right after the other. So we're doing lotus flower appears above the water, and then we're going right into golden rooster heralds the dawn. So start with your feet as close together as you feel comfortable. Soft stance, long low back, energy up the front, wide across the chest. One hand on the low dantian and then the other hand on top. Settling in, finding your center, finding your connection between heaven and earth. Let the breath support every movement. Releasing the arms down by your sides and step it out to the left. Back of the hands touch. Knuckles, knuckles, poof, lotus flower. Sinking those shoulders. A little turn to the left as you step with the left foot behind the right and bend the knees. One hand at the heart, one hand at the hip. Stay low as you untwist, bringing the hand wrists together, creating the lotus flower. Straighten the knees, step out and raise those hands. The flower comes up above the water. Open wide, anchoring those shoulders, turning those palms, shift the weight to step it back in. Now going to the other side. Step out to the right, back of the hands touch. Knuckles, knuckles, poof. Anchor those shoulders. A little turn to the right. Shift the weight, step that left foot to meet the right underneath and bend deeply. One hand at the heart, one hand at the waist, your hips. Turn to center as those forearms come as close together as you can, wrists touching. Straighten those knees. Step out and let that lotus flower rise above the head. Open the arms wide to the side, shoulders down the back. Shift the weight, turning the palms, and step it back in. Here comes our rooster. Looking to the left, raising the heels, arms out to the side, and exhale it back. Hands come in front, left toe points back, arms above the head, and exhale, bring it all back in. Now to the right, raising those heels, looking to the right, arms up, and exhale down. Right leg touches back as the arms come up in front, and exhale, bring it back. One hand on the low dantian, then the other hand. Take a few moments to reap the benefits from these beautiful postures. The 2 phrases. And gently release. Great. Come and have a seat. I'd like to finish with a twist, really activating the core, stimulating our liver and gallbladder meridians. So, coming toward the front of your chair, let's start with a leg stretch and then we'll go into a beautiful twist. So straighten out one leg. Leg that relates to that straight, a hand that relates to the straight leg on the thigh. The other hand can hold the chair. Inhale, raise the arm up, lengthening through the spine, and on the exhale, reach out and over. Settle into the stretch. Releasing the back of the neck, releasing the low back, the back of the knee, opening that whole side. Keep the breath flowing as you stretch. And now on an inhale, reach the arm out, up, and now bring it behind you. You can hold on to the chair. The other hand, come to the thigh, the straight leg thigh, into this twist. So you're sitting tall. And as you're here, holding the chair, holding your leg, settle in. Relax the shoulders. Keep the spine nice and elongated. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, gently turn the head to look behind you. Inhale, keep everything the same, but bring the head forward. And exhale, turn the head looking behind you. Inhale, turn the head forward. And last time, exhale, turn the head looking behind you. Breathe and hold this twist. Feel that waistline really creating that sort of compression or squeeze through the core of the body. And on your next exhale, gently release that twist, bringing those hands forward, bringing the leg in, sensing the two sides of the body. Great. Let's go to the other side. Straighten out the other leg. Hand on the top of the thigh, other hand holding the chair for support, sitting tall. Inhale, raise the arm up, really elongating the spine. And on the exhale, reach all the way over as far as you feel comfortable, and then settle in. Hand on the leg, above or below the knee. Releasing the back of the neck. Breathing into the upper back. And the low back and hips. Breathe into the back of the knee on this straight leg side. Really relaxing and opening. Keep the breath flowing as you're in this deep stretch. And now on an inhale, reach the arm out, up, and let it circle all the way around, connecting to the chair, the armrest or the seat of the chair, the leg of the chair. And that's the beginning of that stretch there. Now let's add a little bit more on an exhale. Gently twist, hand comes to that thigh. Settle the shoulders. Still have that nice connection between heaven and earth. Heaven through the crown of the head and earth through your sit bones in the chair, and then of course your feet, one foot and heel. On an exhale, gently look behind you as best you can, and then on an inhale, leave everything there in that twist, but turn your head forward. Exhale. Slowly turn those eyes and head back. Inhale, turn the head forward. Exhale, turn the head behind you. Inhale, forward. And now last one. Exhale, turning the head back, settling in. Really bringing that consciousness and awareness to the twist that's happening through the core of you, the center of the body. And then on your next exhale, gently release those hands, gently twist or untwist back to center, bringing that leg in. Feeling that beautiful flush of new blood through the core. All those internal organs getting a flush of new blood as you release that beautiful twist. Great. Take a moment to do anything that your body is calling for, and then we will come together for seated meditation. settle into your chair. Do what your body is calling for, so you can really be comfortable and allow your awareness to go inward while you sit in meditation. If you'd like to support liver and gallbladder, you can hold your middle finger and either side and just lay that those hands in your lap. Close the eyes or have a soft downward gaze. And enjoy these next few moments in stillness. Remain with this inward focus for another few moments. And bring your awareness now to thoughts of spring. Spring that's outside. We're seeing new birth, new beginnings with our beautiful flowering trees and flowers. The vibrant greens that we see. And that sense of push or almost an urgency to pop, to bloom, to grow. New branches coming from old wood. New leaves springing up. Pine cones being created. All beautiful signs of spring. And now, how about you? How about new growth, new ideas, new projects, or a renewal, a sense of inner spring for you? Where is that showing up? Now we'll slowly come back to the day, wiggling fingers and toes. Open the eyes when you're ready. A stretch, a yawn.